So we're away for race 2 then of this golden hairdryer trophy championship race thing, and there it is again, the trophy that Grassroots has already had, and he's on pole for this one ahead of Red Bull. Then we have Short Back and Sides, Blondie, Dale Earnhardt, Silver Fox, Lightning Drag Queen, and then at the back is Blue Rinse. So I'm sure that's not going to be the order at the end of this race, so let's see what happens. The lights are going on. That's 4, 5, and we're away. And look at the speed as they race away. Blondie feels the need to cover Silver Fox there, and it is going to be Grassroots that leads from Red Bull. Red Bull thinks about a squeeze down the inside, but there is no room. Short Back and Sides in third already. Dale Earnhardt in fourth. Gail Earnhardt, sorry, wrong person, is in fourth. Blondie in fifth. Silver Fox and Blue Rinse. And then once again we have Lightning Drag Queen at the back. Again, this does feel like horse commentary. Anyway, down into this long fast corner which saw Grassroots hold the inside line quite a lot in the first race, and does it again, but leaves a slight gap, that's all you can say, for Red Bull, who doesn't quite take it. And again, I must stress that this is just fun racing, it's not serious. If you want some serious racing, look further on the channel for our GT3 Championship and British Touring Cars. But this is just fun, and it looks good fun as they race through the chicane, and Gail Earnhardt is off again. And, well, keeps it, stays in third. And into, again, another hairpin, which, well, when you're going to race like these guys, hairpins are bad news. And Blondie has hit Short Back and Sides, that's put someone else wide as well. And, well, Red Bull is off again as well. But it's still Grassroots who won the first race. Ooh, and Red Bull sideways again, so must have some dodgy tyres on there. Grassroots already trying to pull away. Gail Earnhardt's not having that. Red Bull in third place though, looking to close the gap on the front too. And across the line for the first time then, and Blondie pushing along Short Back and Sides to try and get back in the battle. Blue Rinse is in the battle this time. Was left a bit at the back in the last race, and even Lightning Drag Queen holding on pretty well this time as well. But at the back it is Silver Fox, who had a big moment. I'm sure these guys will all close up again at some point. Flash of the lights from Short Back and Sides. Looks like it's going to be Gail Earnhardt that's going to take the lead. Yep, forces Grassroots onto the grass. So surely that's a place feels well at home. And now into this chicane where it's only really one at a time, and the hazards are on. Pretty sure everyone's aware of the hazards after the first race, so I'm not sure that's necessary. Bit of weave in there from Gail Earnhardt. Grassroots thinking about a dive down the inside, not quite happening this time. And Red Bull is in the equation now, close the gap up that we saw at the start of the lap. It's almost completely gone now, and Blondie's in the wall. Blondie's in the wall. Was he up there by Short Back and Sides? Probably. Again, I'll stress there is no rules in this. The rules are quite simple. There are none. And Grassroots down the inside. And so far we've not seen a lot of ramming. It's been fairly clean. So quite surprising. Silver Fox moves past Lightning Drag Queen and up into 7th place, and now we'll try and get onto this battle. Still Grassroots leads, done most of the leading in both races so far. All different lines through the first corner, but who's got it? Computer says Grassroots so far, and that seems to be the case as they go through this chicane now, side by side. Bit of door handle banging normally through here, and Red Bull takes second. And now we'll think about diving down the inside into this next long corner, the long left hander which seems to go on forever. Grassroots is pretty good through this corner, goes in pretty fast, holds the inside line. So Red Bull's going to have to try and go all the way around the outside. It's not on. Now we have 6 cars as one, which can only intensify the battle. And now, right, someone's going to take the grass there, surely at sea, and they don't actually. They keep it clean again. It's Gail Earnhardt that's gone through though, past Grassroots, who seem to get a bad exit, and Blue Rinse is thinking about a move too. Blondie's there as well. No, it's well, Gail Earnhardt seems to have lost complete drive there, and 3 people have gone past. Onto the grass goes Grassroots again, through the chicane, which, well, this normally causes trouble when you got a pack together. Again, they're keeping it pretty sensible, I must say. A little bit of contact, but nothing overly aggressive yet. Until now, and then bit of door handle bang, puts Blue Rinse really wide, and again loses 3 positions. And look who's trying to break away. Red Bull's trying to make the break here. I'm sure it won't happen though, because the slipstream's quite strong. But Blondie moves up into second, then past Gail Earnhardt. Grassroots is slipping back now after a strong start, with short back and sides trying to make a move through the chicane. Not really worked, and Blondie is just about holding on to second, and with a little gap of 2 car lengths is Red Bull. Oh, a late dive there from Gail Earnhardt, hits Blondie, but Blondie carries on. And in fact, Gail Earnhardt's the one that's lost drive, and these cars' drive is everything. But it seems to have just bunched the pack up a little bit. Down into this fast chicane they come. Surely not all will stay on the track this time. No, they don't. Silver Fox and Blue Rinse take to the grass just to get a bit of an advantage. And again, still holding on well is Red Bull, breaking down on the inside. Blondie now under attack from Gail Earnhardt, and Gail Earnhardt goes through. And Lightning Drag Queen is in the battle this time, so it's good to see that. Through this fast chicane again, and all sideways. Blondie's wide, but just about holds it on track. And don't know what that was all about. Grassroots around the outside of Silver Fox, that's dangerous. And wow, just holds on to it. Now the slipstream, and Grassroots has got it from Blondie, so that just puts them in front again. Silver Fox now gets the slipstream from Grassroots though. We'll think about a dive down the inside. Nope. But still, after all of this, the battle for second is intensifying, which is allowing Red Bull to get away. But Blondie now up in the second will try and change that. And battles really starting to intensify now as we're halfway through the race, and these slightly lighter conditions. Flash of the lights there from Gail Earnhardt. He's getting a bit annoyed, and whoa, that was wide there from Red Bull. Yep, and Blondie's through in the flash of an eye, flash of a headlight bulb, and the order's changed. But Red Bull not giving up, got a good run down the hill, goes to the outside, so does Gail Earnhardt, and they turn in. Again, they're keeping it pretty neat. Oh, bit of a mess up there from Blondie. Does that allow Red Bull through? Probably, because the next corner turns left once they get around this kink. And yes, Red Bull back into the lead. Driving well. Blondie tries to go the long way around, but that'll only leave him open to attack from Grassroots. So called Grassroots because roots is something to do with yeah, you get it. I was supping my coffee just to keep my voice going for this, but flash of the lights again there from short back and sides in the background. He's not really been up the front too much. 3 wide into the last corner will only leave the car on the outside on the grass, surely, and it does. Blondie hanging on though, and then now it's again the flag man thinks maybe we should end this before our racetrack is completely destroyed, but no, racing carries on. Blondie keeps second place. Gail Earnhardt's thinking about the move down the inside of Grassroots. Looks like it's on, but again they're 3 wide, and that's going to put someone on the grass. And again it's Blondie. Blondie's sideways. Blondie's in the wall again. Wow, that's pretty disastrous there for Blondie. As swooping round goes Blue Rinse, and might even lose position to Lightning Drag Queen. Not quite got the pace, but it's still, through all this, Red Bull is still leading. Grassroots now second. It looks like it is Yeah, Gale Earnhardt in third. Then it's Silver Fox and Short back and sides. And through this tricky chicane they go again. And they're still pretty close from first to 8th really. Despite the fact we've had 6 laps. Still pretty close up there. And if they keep fighting for the lead, that will probably bunch it all up again. But the guy that not relinquishing the lead is Red Bull. He's led most of the majority of this race now really. But you get the feeling any one of these guys can win this race. The golden hairdryer trophy is one that's very coveted in the racing world probably. And well, you got Le Mans, you got Daytona, but the golden hairdryer MX5 trophy is the one that they all want. And we're expecting drivers like well, your Formula 1 drivers and Le Mans prototype drivers to enter this series next season. I've not had any phone calls yet. Down the long straight they go again in the second half of this race now, and Red Bull is still leading from Gale Earnhardt, Grassroots, Silver Fox and Short back and sides. It's a fantastic race and one that will live long in the memory. If only I had a long memory. What was the question? I don't remember. Anyway, across the Grassroots, Silver Fox and Short back and sides as one. Heading into the long left-hander they go. Now Grassroots can't use his inside line advantage that he normally has, or can he? He's thinking about it, but we've switched to Blondie overtaking Blue Rinse. And he's done it. Lightning Drag Queen there, sideways through that long corner. But Red Bull it is, under attack, and Silver Fox takes it. Red Bull takes to the grass, holds up the rest of the pack. Somehow this is just chaos, I can't even commentate on that. And we'll just see who comes out on top, and it is Red Bull still. Guy's invincible. Green, wow, Grassroots there trying to go around the outside, didn't work. Red Bull has got his arms out for this one, elbows as well, that's what I meant. Silver Fox though looking aggressive. That is a cool corner. Flash of lights for Grassroots for reasons that are only clear to him as they go into the last corner again. And now we really are getting to the latter stages of this race, and Blondie forces Gale Earnhardt out and gives him a slap as well, just to say, well, you know, if you're going to try and overtake me, you have to do better than that. So as the 4 leaders then with a little gap back to Blondie. Unfortunately Lightning Drag Queen's not lasting the pace at the moment, and they, well, who's leading is your guess. Looks like it could be Red Bull, and it looks like it probably is. Grassroots though coming down to his favourite corner. Cars flash through at some speed. Blondie though back in the game, trying to look round the outside of Silver Fox, and there goes Grassroots on his favourite line. But no, Red Bull has just still got some kind of like invincible shield around them that can't seem to be penetrated by any of the cars. And that's about 4 wide in the background there, and we'll see who comes out on top of that. Looks like Silver Fox with Blondie taken to the grass, and there's a big crash. Silver Fox, Gale Earnhardt and Blue Rinse. Looked like Blondie was involved too, but the biggest losers are Gale Earnhardt and Silver Fox and Short back and sides again. So disaster now. So what's that done to the lead group? So it is Red Bull and Grassroots with a small gap back to Blondie and Blue Rinse, with only a couple laps to go now through this technical chicane. Oh, Red Bull just hanging on. Grassroots thought about spinning him. Probably should have. Although SBR does not condone any of that action. Red Bull though that's looking the most aggressive in this race, and but in a good way, let's just say. And a flash of the lights, why not? Hello. It's quite surprising it works on an old car like this. Maybe it did it by itself. But into the first corner again there. Now this is for the 9th time, the penultimate lap. Time's ticking away, and Grassroots with a great move takes the lead, but now goes on the grass side. Oh, 3 wide into the fast chicane, that won't work. Red Bull retakes the lead just ahead of Grassroots, and Blondie now flying past as well. Nope, not quite. but again it's still Red Bull that's holding the advantage. Grassroots though looking for that inside run again, pushes Blondie out but not quite enough to put him on the grass. Flicks the grass as they're going through the kink and then down into this hairpin. Big contact, Grassroots is off, probably caused that, so did it to himself across the grass as the name suggests. But these four look like they're going to fill the podium, and this is a massive accident again, which is highly likely. Blue Rinse, we've not seen him lead the race yet, but is up to third, maybe second, with the right line through the hairpin. Blue Rinse does indeed go up to second. Grassroots though is already back on the back of this pack after that scary moment down at the bottom of the hill. Red Bull though, again through all of this contact, through all of the madness, still leads this race, and you've got to say he's doing a great job. Blondie so far on the inside that Grassroots only could really think about taking to the grass. Blue Rinse is wide though. Ooh, Blondie with a bit of a moment there, got on the curb, lost all drive. That's going to allow Grassroots through, and they're weaving on the straight. And wow, Blue Rinse thinking about taking the lead on the last lap as they head into the first corner. Blue Rinse leads, and we've not seen that. So a change for the lead finally. Red Bull's been knocked off the top, and on the last lap too, Blondie's wide, and Red Bull's instantly trying to take back the lead. Probably rightfully thinks is his. Grassroots though with a drive couldn't go anywhere with it. Blondie now down the inside, 3 wide for second. That can't work surely. Royal Blondie sideways down the inside to go, and it looks like he's got it. Red Bull had the lead, and well, poor Blue Rinse led the race going into the corner and comes out fourth. 3 wide now down into this one car only chicane, one car at a time, and it is Red Bull from Grassroots. Blondie only probably quarter of a lap to go now. Bad line from Blondie, puts Blue Rinse past him, and he does into the hairpin now, and then we just start moving back towards the start finish line. So it's Red Bull, Grassroots, Blondie, Blue Rinse, and in the background it is, I believe, Gail Earnhardt. 2 corners to go. It looks like Red Bull's got this, unless we get a massive dive bomb into the last corner, but I think they're too busy fighting each other. Red Bull's going to win this. Grassroots down the inside trying to take second place, and does, and massive contact between Blondie and Blue Rinse, but it is Red Bull that's going to get the golden hairdryer trophy in this race. Takes it back off Grassroots second, Blondie third, Blue Rinse fourth, Gail Earnhardt in fifth, 6th for Shortbacker side, 7th Silver Fox, and 8th down the pit lane for some reason is Lightning Drag Queen. And that was race 2. Race 3 shortly to follow in the golden hairdryer trophy.